started around the 1,320 mark, that would be pretty fair and reasonable.
Property prices are falling in this Melbourne suburb, but bidders here aren't worried.
1,505,000 is the bid.
You can see greenery all around. Yeah, it's a happening spot, so why not?
10 on top, 15, down to 5s. We're at 15.
In the end, though, an investor swoops in to make the winning bid.
1,600,000, 1.6.
And the vendor couldn't be happier, selling her 4-bedroom home for $1.6 million, more than $200,000 over the reserve.
So we're really excited about the next chapter.
Real estate agent Patrick Till says the result is proof some sections of the market are still hot.
We're just finding anything that's ready to move into, with family accommodation still going almost as well as what we were seeing 6 to 12 months ago. This fell into that category.
But across the nation, home values fell 1.6% in August, which is the largest monthly decline since 1983. Every capital city is now in a downturn, apart from Darwin. Sydney dropped the most, followed by Brisbane, Hobart, Canberra, Melbourne and the regions. Perth and Adelaide also joined the decline.
It's also important to remember that this was an extremely large upswing in property values that increased by about 28% over the course of 2 years. So perhaps in that context, strong price falls aren't that surprising.
The nation's biggest lender, the Commonwealth Bank, expects house prices to fall nationally by about 15%, and it expects that to happen sooner, by April next year, before they gradually start rising in the second half of 2023.
We've probably got at least another 75 basis points in rate rises coming. And the more we see increases in the cash rate, the more downward pressure that puts on the property market.
In Adelaide, falling house prices are a good thing for Sally Probert. The first-home buyers spent 2 years looking for a property, and in that time, prices have skyrocketed.
Looked at a townhouse in a nice little complex, wasn't successful, and it ended up going for about $495,000, and then not even 12 months later, you know, almost exact same townhouse, exact complex went in the mid-sixes.
Do you want to have a look at any properties that you think?
For now at least, her mortgage broker says there's still a lot of competition for houses.
The buyers are still having to pay top dollar, you know, plenty of offers on the one property, so it's a seller's market, no question about that. It's good to know that you've got something in this area.
Belinda Sugars says as interest rates rise, banks are reducing the amount they're willing to loan some borrowers. The value of home loans fell 8.5% in July.
At the top end, you know, it could be $100,000, $150,000. They've got to drop back a little bit.
Another reason why the property correction will continue.